Welcome back to Crawl Space Encounters. Alright, well, got ourselves another one here. Homeowner hired me to come out here to just check up on his sump pumps. We've had a lot of rain. As a matter of fact, this morning he said his rain gauge was about 2 to 3 inches. It's a lot of water that happened in a very short period of time. Sun's out though. Good time to get up in that crawl space and find out. He says he got 2 sump pumps. So we're going to go check out on both of them, and I'll meet you in there. We're about to get in that crawl space, but I already did the crawl space inspection, and I already talked to the homeowner about just the things that I just showed you guys in the video. Man, this guy didn't believe a word I said. I told him about the insulation, the moisture, the humidity, the flooded sump pump, the rotted wood underneath the subflooring where the condensation was, all the condensation, the HVAC condensation pump. I told him all that stuff. Not exaggerate. I don't exaggerate. I kind of just let people know exactly what's going on calmly. He didn't believe a word I said. He said his HVAC guy told him everything was totally fine down there. Nothing to worry about. I was like, look, you do what you got to do. What I would do is I would get another opinion. But he paid me. I mean, I get paid usually before I do the inspection, but I don't do contracting work either. I might give a referral out here and there, but crazy. Check out the video and you tell me if I'm exaggerating anything that I said. Anyway, comment, let me know what you think. If you would have to report any of this to the homeowner. Enjoy. Thanks. Let me know. Alrighty, well, let's give it a go. This crawl space door here is just absolutely covered in bushes. I wish these people would trim this back a little bit. Well, this is one sump pump. Got a check valve. Let's turn this guy on. This guy's going. This just needs to be attached a little bit better. But it looks like it's working. Yeah, pipe just needs to get fixed up some. But it's definitely pumping out. Got a Zoller pump in there. Those are good. I like these things, man. They last a while. About 3/4 horsepower. Got a check valve on here. This way as the water pumps out, doesn't come back into the well, but obviously this needs some glue. But we'll take a dive in here. Let's get our flashlight. Let's make sure no animal has found his way in here. Because that is a freaking problem. One of the inspectors I talked to not too long ago had an encounter with a cat, and he didn't know it was a cat, but he bailed, and when he was bailing, he smacked his head on one of these floor joists. Got himself a good old knot. You just never know what you're dealing with down here. Alright, so we got some standing water right here. But also, you got your duct lines condensating. That's just from the humidity. Let's get up underneath this. Pardon the sound effects. Oh, sore today. crawling up under some massive houses. Here's the HVAC. Once again, not a fan. You know, they got to run this plastic underneath these systems. They have to. You can see how this is all sweating. It's condensating pretty bad. This condensation pump is completely underwater. That's probably not doing much of anything. But everything this time of the year is just really condensating. He's got some termite damage on this wood beam right here. So, you know, these are things that we have to bring up to the homeowner. Whether they just want us to come out here and check up on, you know, make sure the sump pumps are working. We gotta let them know of some other conditions. While we're down here, I'm just not going to go up to the sump pump. I'm going to tell him that he's got some termite damage. His condensation pump to the AC system is overflowing. You know, he could probably use a dehumidifier down here to help regulate the atmosphere. This all this humidity, you can see all the water droplets underneath the HVAC, all this ductwork. All these water droplets. Because it's humid down here. Very humid. And humid in your crawl space it's not good. None of this wood down here is pressure treated lumber. None of it is. When they build these crawl spaces, none of it's pressure treated. It's all pine wood. So all of it's vulnerable to moisture, wood destroying moisture, fungi, termites, you name it. So he probably has a lot of critters getting down here. So this insulation's on the floor. You can see the chipmunk poop or mice poop. Now, I just completely rubbed up on a electrical line. Look at that. My favorite. Well, you guys probably hear that quite a bit. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Look at this notch job. Nice support system. Well, then they want to know why things happen upstairs. It's because the downstairs is all screwed up. Yeah, I'm still making sure we got no critters cruising around down here, because that is poop from something. Let me get this piece of metal out of the way. Frick, will scratch my eyeballs out. Tell you what, I get banged up in crawl spaces. So when people hear that squeaky noise upstairs a lot of times, see all these nails? Those are from their hardwood floors. You see the nails coming through. And some areas don't have insulation down here. So these nails get rusted. You can see the rust. And then when you're walking up there, it's all squeaky. That could be one of the reasons why it's squeaking. It's not always the reason, but you can't rule that out. So I am trying to find this other sump pump. This is a crappy crawl space. Hang on. Yeah, you can see all the mildew. These floors, these hardwoods are actually fairly new. So you see these staples right here? They're practically new. Or else they'd be really rusted. But you can see all the mildew. Some of these are already starting to rust. But you can see the mildew forming underneath the subflooring. And, you know, I'm not surprised because it feels like a cave down here. Look at that joist. Things people got away with back in the day. It's crazy. I mean, they're still getting away with it today. But I know in some areas they've gotten a little bit more stricter with their codes. A lot of that has to do with hurricanes and tornadoes and all that good stuff. So here is another entrance. Interesting. So it's got to be an addition. Look at all the insulation just fell down. This is ugly. If you're not the type of person who likes to be in crawl spaces, look at this water. What a mess down here. This is bad. Bad, bad, bad. Dang. This has got water all up in here. Look at the ductwork. Sagging, that thing is sagging right there. There, it's all dripping water. Plus it's taking on water. See all the insulation just peeling off. I already see a ton of fungus. So that sump pump is down here somewhere. Well, I'm gonna have to get in here. Well, let's do it. It's gonna be wet. Sound effects included. All right, where am I? Let's go this way. All right. Got a high spot right here. Excuse me. No, I'm not wearing a mask on this one. But I should be. Look at all that water. Damn. To find a little rock. That's a lot of water. Fungus and mildew. Mold. enjoy the silence. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Look at that. That is where the other sump pump is supposed to be. It's completely underwater. Let me get you a rock so we can determine. It's a lot of water. And you can see the foundation wall right here. So this is, I'm looking at the back of the house right here. And then actually the back of the house, actually the hill comes towards the house. It's all coming through the brick foundation. That is a lot of water. Obviously that sump pump ain't doing squat. Hasn't been doing squat. There's quite a bit of water here. I got brick. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches of water along the foundation. That sucks. Look at all this mold. I gotta get out of here, man. Nasty. Insulation falling down. Oh, better fix this up before you put it on the market. That's my advice. Number one, get the heck out of here. Seen enough there. Hang tight there. Whew. Man, that sucked. So you're gonna have to wait for that. You're gonna probably have to set a sump pump in there, pump that out, check that drainage system. Might as well remove all that insulation, all of it. Just get rid of it, man. It ain't doing nothing down here. Like I just found termite mud tubes. Look at that support. That is piss poor. I'll tell you, man, the humidity down here is pretty rough. Let's get up underneath this. More standing water. Damn. And more standing water here. Look at this. You know, I made so many turns already, I have no idea where the heck I am. Whew. Definitely, I think this is the way back. Yeah, that's the way back. Man, that happened to me one time in this monster of a crawl space. This crawl space was about, I don't know, I might have said the story already before in one of my videos. This crawl space was probably well over 35 to 4,000 square feet. This house was a mansion. I went on my back, like so, to fix my knee pads that got loose. And I made a few twists and turns, and I had no idea where I was at. No idea. And then kind of like 5 minutes went by, and I still had no idea where I was at. I couldn't see the daylight. I didn't know what was the front of the house, the back of the house. I was in the middle of the house. And then all of a sudden you start getting a little bit of that sinking feeling. You're like, oh my God. I honestly don't know where the heck I am. That's a story I'm going to tell a few times because nobody likes that sinking feeling. Look at this water. Getting up around the footer. It's a lot of water. You know, the way this house is built, we can just see they use a double 2x6 drop sill, 2x8 floor joists. You know, that's not exactly how I would have framed a house, but that's what they did. They probably used whatever lumber they had at the yard. But man, this whole crawl space needs so much work. If I was having to write an inspection letter for this property to sell, I'd hate to be the one having to deliver it because I'd have nothing good to say about just about anything down here so far. Oh, there's a piece of pressure treated lumber right there. They probably did some kind of a repair. Oh yeah, look at that. Condensation from this duct line going into the vent in the house. Just leaking everywhere. Look at the subfloor. Hardwood floors upstairs too. So that's probably all stained. Not surprised because you can see the water dripping off of this. Freaking garbage. Garbage. If I was up north, freaking garbage. This is garbage work here. Yeah, they obviously did something here. Threw a couple 2x6s to cover up some shenanigans. Yeah, since I'm talking about up north, let's go ahead and keep going with that. Look at this over here. Got a freaking tree growing in your freaking crawl space. Get out of here. Alright, so just for your information, you shouldn't have any plants growing in your crawl space. That might tell you right there that you've got moisture. I understand this. People want to have their hydroponics down here or something. You do what you gotta do, whatever. But that's not anything you would grow hydroponics. This is just freaking a tree. Wow. I mean, the humidity is so bad here, I can barely breathe, man. Here's your tree. I just pulled the hose out. I'm thinking, let's just put this hose out here just in case I pulled it out from there. That might be the condensation line. Yeah, it's going somewhere, so we'll drop it out the vent. Got a little plumbing circus going on here. You can see all that corrosive forming around. That's why nothing lasts in crawl spaces. 300 videos. I think this might be 302, 300 videos, man, about crawl spaces. That's why I started this channel, man. I said I can't get over these crawl spaces. People have to see this because people used to argue with me all the time. I'd much rather have a crawl space than a slab home. Yeah. You ever heard the saying, build your house on rock? Well, I kind of feel the same way. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a problem. You're like, well, I'm going to call my homeowner's insurance, see if they're going to cover fixing all this. And guess what? They don't. They don't cover any of this. I'd get rid of all this insulation. Every single last bit of it. Get a dehumidifier down here. Definitely do something about this water. I am soaked and wet, man. There's so much repairs. There's subflooring repair. That French drain over there, that little addition we saw. What a mess. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.